From an angel investor's perspective, I've been talking to the Citizengage team for about a little over 2 weeks now, and I think we were in pretty much from the get-go. And here are sort of 4 or 5 key reasons why. One is this a large addressable market? I think everyone in this room will be perfectly okay with the assumption that this is a very large and addressable market for somebody who's willing to work in it. Second is there economic value to be generated from backing Citizengage, and can Citizengage generate a massive amount of economic value as a business? And I think the answer to that also is pretty clear in terms of the revenue traction that they've already seen and the contracts they're closing. The third question is personally, I come from a background in the last 6 years of running an operationally intensive business, and one which in some ways is fairly similar to the business that Citizengage runs. And our belief is that while it's certainly a complex operational problem, it's not one that is unsolvable. And I think the early steps that the Citizengage team have taken are actually in the right direction. Ultimately, I think it boils down to a great market, great team, which is really motivated about the work that they're doing, an operational problem that's complicated that they're figuring out real-time technology solutions to. And finally, I think for us, I didn't know, for instance, that Rubicon existed and there was a $500 million company in the space. So that sort of bolstered my belief personally, saying that yes, companies around the world have done this, and there is certainly a space and time in India for someone to come in and build a similar business. And I think finally, for all of you looking to invest in businesses which will really cause which will create not just economic value, but also a certain amount of social value, I think this is one of the most topical problems in the country right now. It's a clear area of focus for the national government, for state governments as well. And I think that's one of the reasons why everyone in this room should be backing Citizengage. So that's the 3-minute pitch. Thank you.